Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Whitefish, Montana. Unfortunately, not yet live, but I am working on that. So today is the 25th of March, and I have been this year doing Christmas cards on the 25th of the month. So I did not want to miss today. So I am just doing this as a video, and then I will upload it to all the places that it needs to be uploaded so that you can all see this card, because I came up with an untraditional card, let's put it that way. So let's go ahead and switch cameras, and I just realized I forgot to grab the stamp set so I could show you where I got my stamps and dies from. So let's start with that. This is the Regal Reindeer, and I'm pretty sure it's retiring. It's on the last chance list. I have not sent that out yet. I am working on it in Excel, and it takes me a little while to be able to do that. I am not as efficient at it as others are. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So I'm using the Merry Christmas, and then instead of the trees, which are over there on a stamp, I decided to just die cut this tree. All right, it has some great texture, and I want to show you, you can kind of get it to pop out. So I was going to show you how I did that with my Take Your Pick tool. I'm turning it over, and all these ones that are just connected by a little bit, I'm pushing them out. All right, so that they kind of pop, and that way it makes it look more 3D. So I'm just gently pushing on them from the back side, and then I'll come around, oops, to the front side and kind of lift them from there as, whoop, why is that not lifting? Lift them from there as well to kind of give them that little 3D feeling. All right, so just kind of lifting them so that they have that little 3D effect. All right, there we go. Ugh. All right, so just like that. And so I went ahead and I cut out and did that with 5 of my trees. I did 3 in shaded spruce and 2 in garden green. All right, let's set those down. So that's what I did for the trees that you'll see. And then I'll be doing the Merry Christmas. Let's go ahead and do the Merry Christmas in real red, because that's my favorite way to do Merry Christmas, is in the real red. I'm going to go ahead and do it over here to the left, but I am going to kind of cut it out. All right, so we're going to take our scissors, and I'm just going to kind of cut it out. That way it's there, but it's not an in-your-face kind of there. And since it's a fine Merry Christmas instead of a bold Merry Christmas, we're going to do that. All right. Oop. Almost cut out the Merry Christmas, or the Merry part of the Christmas. Here we go. Come around the top. Curve around, not cutting super detailed, just want to give it the same kind of flair that it has without going super detailed. All right, there we go, just kind of giving it a rounded look. All right, so then the other thing I did is I cut out a circle from the Deckled Cirlce, and I embossed it with the Snowflake embossing folder. All right, so I did that, and then I've taken strips of paper from the Regals. All right, I have 5 strips of paper here, kind of Christmas colors. So I have yellow, which is the crushed curry, garden green, real red, shaded spruce, and blueberry. Those are my Christmassy colors. I went with the 2 greens because of the trees, and I have those like that. And these, it made me think of snowballs. So that's why I thought, you know, this will just be kind of a different sort of tree. So I have a piece of white card, basic white card stock, cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to glue these on here. Am I gluing these on here? Yeah, I'm gluing these on here with just a slight separation between the two. So what I want to do, best thing to do when you're doing this is to get your glue flowing. Start at the middle. Eek. Okay. There's no, as far as I know, there's no surefire way to make sure that this is, there's no exact science to this. So that's about my middle. All right. And then I'm going to go to the next one down. Oops, almost did it on the wrong side. There we go. All right, and we're going to bump it up. So I didn't worry about matching up the circles, the snowballs, if you will. Ooh, that's going to give me... All right, that's going to give me a little bit on top and bottom, but that's okay. I thought about separating it. Maybe I should see if I can still pull this out. Nope. All right, it is what it is. It'll just give me a little bit of a white edge, top and bottom, or I can just trim off that edge as well. Because my measurements were off today. Oh, that one almost matched up the snowballs. Almost. You just never know. All right, so here we go. I miss doing lives, I will tell you that. I miss them very much. I'm working on it. I'm almost there and getting it sorted out. I've just had many other things going on and decided they were more of a priority in one way because I can do these videos, so it's not as if I'm not showing you anything. I tried to do the live the other day on YouTube and people could not comment, so I don't know what's going on there. So I am going to be working on it again here shortly. So we have this, and then we're going to put it on a white card base, and that's why the edges, it's fine. All right, so we could do, you could emboss this if you wanted to. I think actually I'm going to, and I think I'm going to emboss it. I was going to use the dots, but I think I'm going to emboss it. Oh, you know, I'm not sure I'm going to emboss it. You know what? I'm going to use the painted textures really quick because it is about to retire. And you all know that I love that one, and I am going to be so sad when it does retire. So I'm going to use it one more time for my Christmas card. And then we will have to come up with a different one. But there's nothing coming. There's nothing coming that I saw that looks like the painted texture. All right, so there we have the painted texture die, not die, embossing folder, and it is retiring. It is on the last chance list. So get it while you can. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dimensionals on this. And this is a super, I mean, the colors that I used are traditional colors. But otherwise, it's kind of an untraditional sort of card that I'm making, and I'm not used to doing that. You know me, I'm kind of stick traditional, but I just thought it would be cool to try something different. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sheer ribbon with the silver, because to me, silver or gold for Christmas works. Since this is kind of a wintry one, I wanted to have it like this. All right, So I'm not ready to tie it yet, but I wanted to have it on before I put it down. So I'm going to hold it there while I peel these off. My nails were getting super long and it was getting very hard to work with them, so I had to trim them down this morning. And I can say that it is working much easier. All right, so I want this centered in my card. Make sure it opens the right way. And I'm going to center this on here. Again, I'm not putting this down yet. I don't want to tie it yet because I want to tie it on the side of the bow. I mean, over here on the side of the circle. That's what I'm trying to say, on the side of the circle. All right, so I want to put dimensionals on my circle as well. And then I want to put my trees on it. So we'll go ahead and put the circle down and put the trees on it. Like this. Okay, so now I can snip this, and that's already snipped. And I'm going to tie it in a knot, not in a bow. I'm going to tie it in a knot over here. All right. Like that. And like that. That way it gives it just a little bit of sparkle on there. All right. And then we're going to put our trees on. All right. I'm going to put our trees on. So I'm going to do the garden green trees in the back. And I'm just putting glue in some of the flat areas because I've popped these trees up as well. And I can go back through and pull up some of those with my take your pick tool. All right. And I don't want them all like lined up. I actually kind of have to push it down to make sure it sticks. And then I can pull some of those up. I guess we'll see what actually shows after I put my shaded spruce ones on. So, do some forest creating here with our wonderful trees. I really love these trees. I'm going to miss that. So I can lift, like I said, I can lift some of the things, some of the flaps, some of the 3D tree sections. I can lift those up. After I make sure they're all glued down, because of course you wouldn't want your trees to be falling off your card. So, alright. Alright, so now we can go through and pick up some of the branches. Trees. There we go. Can you see this okay? I don't know, my lighting is weird. is it this one? It's making it so weird. There we go. I don't know. But then it's dark for me, so I'm not sure what's going on with my lighting. I need to get that figured out. I got a new light for Christmas. I need to, it's set up, but it's not set up as an overhead light, so I'm thinking maybe I need to do that, set it up as an overhead light. Oh, that one just laid down. There we go. All right, so different ones lift up. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, and then we have our Merry Christmas. Do we want it up here? Here? Kind of feel like it looks good down here. So we're going to put that on dimensional. Just one dimensional, and put that right there. All right, and here is our very untraditional Christmas card. Looks a little different, looks a little fun. I like the different colors. It's hard to tell in there. So this is the Crushed Curry, Garden Green, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Blueberry. Blueberry Bushel. That's what it is, Blueberry Bushel. All right, and then our trees are from the Regal Reindeer dies. All right, and then I used the painted textures embossing folder. I use the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. I think this is carrying over. And I use the Deckled Cirlce dies, which are also carrying over. And then the Brights Designer Series paper. Now the Brights are of course a color family that are always around, so it is carrying over, but the pattern on the DSP will change, so these dots will be gone. So if you like these snowballs, then I would say get some of this now. All right, and then we also used our sheer ribbon that has the silver on it to kind of just add that little bit of sparkle. All right, so there you go. There is your Christmas card for March 25th, 2024. And you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.